Hey everybody, just before we get going with the episode, I have a few quick announcements of various fun things going on. So firstly, we were on 3 recent episodes of the fantastic new podcast PG's Playhouse, which is PG Law and David Spira from Room Escape Artist, doing games and puzzles and hanging out. So we were on 3 episodes talking about Escape This Podcast, Golden Idol, and the history of the Bat Bomb. So you should go and check those out. They were very, very fun. There's a link in the show notes below. In fact, there's links for all of this in the show notes below. We were also on the very first episode of a new podcast called Behind the Mic, where we were talking about sort of podcast production and creativity, and it was like a lovely long-form interview. So if you're interested in that sort of stuff and you want to listen to us talk a bit more behind-the-scenesy things, go and check it out. Again, link in the show notes. And the final link is to a Kickstarter. Now, you might remember our spy journey on the high seas from season 9. It was Secret Agent Someone. It was a fantastic room that was run for us by Osandra White as a guest game master. We had a heap of fun. In fact, we even did some voice acting for it. It became a big, great project. Osandra has been working in that world of Secret Agent Someone the entire time since then, and has just announced a Kickstarter for a very cool project called Rock, Paper, Scissors, Spy. It is it's like a deck of cards that can be used for a whole bunch of different games. There's like a rock, paper, scissors game. There's an interactive fiction zine that you can do based on the cards. You can use them for a tabletop role-playing game. It's really, really interesting. Please check out the Kickstarter. And if it seems cool, which I think it does, back the project, and that's how a Kickstarter works. So yes, Asandra is very, very talented, and we love the stuff that she does. So go and check it out. And I hope you will enjoy it, just like I hope you will enjoy this episode and this fantastic transition. Welcome to Escape This Podcast, a show that's a mix between tabletop role-playing and escape room puzzles. We're in season 16.
Still
I've
ridiculous.
said it I'm going to say it every season. It's too many. It's too many seasons. We should retire.
Just wipe the backlog and do what video games are doing and start with 1 again.
Yeah, this is season 1. This is
season
just Escape
16,
This Podcast.
season 1.
Yeah, exactly. And every episode, we have a audio escape room in which people play through, solve puzzles, get to the end, and discover something more about themselves as a human being.
Oh, I hope not.
Oh, that's what we're going to do, because this episode, we have a guest game master. So welcome to the show, Kajsa. Welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
We're very excited to play through the room that you're bringing us. Thank you for coming on the show. Before we jump into questions and introductions and things like that, you brought us a room. Is there like a teaser, like a little taste that you want to give people before we get into it?
Yeah, this is a room that I wrote for my colleagues, actually. I work at the Forest Kindergarten, and we used to work in this beautiful place. It's a castle, it's a big house, and I just wanted them to feel really uncomfortable coming to work.
Wonderful.
And sadly, they haven't had a chance to play it because I left after I wrote, not for any bad reasons, but I moved to a different forest. So they haven't actually played it.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I know.
So it's kindergarten themed. Is this?
Yeah, it's...
Okay.
You'll see.
It's already terrifying.
It's very, very strange.
Well, I'm excited. Now, whenever we have guests on the show, we ask them the same 2 questions. So, Kajsa, this is a escape room show. What is your escape room experience?
Well, as a person who think they love escape rooms, I have done a grand total of 4.
4. That's all right.
It's okay.
That's enough to know what you're doing with them.
Yeah.
I did the first one back in 2016 when they were like brand new and we didn't know what was happening. It was quite exciting. I went there and the guy who ran it went, "Don't worry if you don't find the first clue or where to start. Loads of people don't. So don't be scared to ask for help." And who do you think found it? It was me. And then my brain just like checked out and was like, "Adjust, you're on your own."
Yeah, I've done it.
I've done a single thing.
I found the first thing. I can relax. I've proven myself. It's like I will often meet up with friends and play like little board games and things. And as soon as you win one, then you're allowed to be like, "Oh, I've won one. Now I should lose it would be only polite to lose for the rest of the evening, so I'll just relax."
I remember having this book. I was like, "This must be something in here. There must be," for about 10 minutes. And it was nothing. It was just a red herring, like a prop. And I was like, I didn't help at all. But I mean, I still did it. We still escaped, so that's fine.
I think
That was me in my first room. There was a stack of newspapers, and I meticulously went through all of the newspapers.
yeah, you kind of in the first time you do an escape room, you don't sort of
You don't know what's
what's a
important,
clue.
what-
on
yeah,
that.
you don't
So
know
that
what
maybe they do
is
expect me to
gonna
read
count.
2,000 pages of novels sitting on a bookshelf.
When
There's
you
a
look
chance.
at escape rooms on TV, it makes it look like that could be an option.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but no, it's all fine. The other element of this show is it's escape rooms mixed with a tabletop role-playing style. Do you have any tabletop role-playing experience?
No, even less actually. I was never. I'm sure it was a thing in Sweden growing up, but I never heard of it. I was given a game once by someone which had dragons on the front, like a board game. I was quite young and I didn't understand what it was. It was very complicated, and I'm an only child, so
Sounds right.
I tried to play it on my own. It didn't go well.
That's how
would do,
I
like,
played
old-
games growing up.
Every time I hear a story from Danny's childhood, it's always I bought this game, I played it by myself in my room.
Yep.
No one,
I did
no one
board
was
games,
around.
chess, card games, and I would set out the cards like on a table, be like, "Do you have any twos?" I'd be like, "Other side of the table."
Oh
No,
no!
go fish. But it make us creative, right?
Oh. Well, yes, with that sad story of a
We're happy about our childhoods.
no,
Yeah,
the
it's great.
terrible tearjerker of a story. We could probably get right into it.
I think
Danny, are you ready
Yeah, let's
to
do
do
this.
it? Kajsa, would you like to take us into the room?
Yes. Can I say one thing before we start? There's a little bonus game for you guys.
Ooh.
Because I started writing this room, and then I found your podcast. I was very, let's say, inspired by you, Danny's writing. No, I don't like plagiarism. That's such a negative word. But there is 6 little things that kind of inspired by you. So if you, in the end of it, see if you can find them and which episode is from.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Now, you may have overestimated our capacity to remember
Yeah,
anything we've ever done.
Yeah, this will be a real challenge.
All right, I'm into it.
we'll see. I'll go through it at the end if you can't find them.
Please.
Please. All right, let's
Okay.
go.
So I named this game the In-Service Day, which in the UK is a day where teachers and practitioners go back to work and do their planning or, different activities and stuff without the children being there. I'm sure you have something very similar.
Yes,
Yeah, we discovered here that I believe is what would be called a staff development day. Feel free, everyone at home, to look up your localized version of that.
Yeah. You park your car at your usual spot. The car park is dark and deserted, except for one other car, your supervisor Tony's. You know he isn't supposed to start earlier than anyone else, but you also know he likes to get in first to put the kettle on, so it's ready for when you all come in. Today is an in-service day. It means you have a whole day full of fun, team building, and midterm planning ahead of you. You walk up the winding path towards the gate that leads into the forest. It is very dark and eerily quiet. It's too early even for the birds. You think you see some shadowy figures surrounding the gate. Great, your colleagues are already here. You greet them and unlock the gate for them. As you're walking up the path towards the shed, you all discuss this rather unusual time you're here. You see, everyone got a late night text from Sam, your senior, but it was from an unknown number, saying that you all had to arrive at 6 a.m. instead of 8 a.m.
Ew.
to meet the shed instead of the house as planned. It's very annoying, but hey, means you finish early at least. As you arrive to the shed, you can't see anyone waiting for you. No Tony, no Sam, but you do spot something odd. There seems to be a new lock on the shed. You've never seen this kind before. It's just a keypad with a black buttons in a 3x3 grid. Weird. You're sure there should have been an email letting you know. You wait around for another 10 minutes or so, but there's still no sign of anyone. Very strange. You try phoning Sam, but it doesn't connect. You decide to phone Tony too. His phone does ring, but there's no answer. But wait, is that... Can you hear that? You all listen intently. Yes, you can hear his phone ringing faintly. You start walking towards the sound. Right, you pass the public toilets on your right and walk along the path that continues towards the house. And there you see it, up in a tree. You can see a flashing light. But look, it's being held by a squirrel. What do you do?
Wait, the squirrel's got the phone?
I'm happy. You're with Australians. We've talked about this before. Australians love squirrels.
It's a plump grey squirrel.
I thought it was going to be in the shed. I was like, oh, he's locked inside. But it was
We
actually...
better hurry or the squirrel's going to put it in its mouth.
Okay. I want to throw something at the squirrel, but I don't want to throw something at the squirrel.
It's a terrible idea.
I call again. Maybe the buzzing phone will make it drop it.
No, it doesn't seem to work. Maybe best to leave it alone for now.
Okay.
As you take in your surroundings, you spot something else out of place. The gravel path leading up to the toilets have clearly been disturbed. It almost looks like drag marks.
Ooh.
And the flowers growing there have also been trampled, and the water bowl there is as left out for visiting dogs have been knocked over.
Ooh.
And what's worse, you see a pair of glasses lying on the ground. It is definitely Tony's glasses. You start to have a horrible sinking feeling in the pit of your stomach. Something bad must have happened here. You rush towards the toilet and try to open the door. Hang on. There's a new lock on here too. This one is a standard number one at least. You start to bang on the door and shouts Tony's name, and when you press your ear against it, you think you can hear some muffled sounds. Someone is definitely in there. You shout some encouraging words through the door.
I will get you out, Tony. Tony will save you. This is my voice, Tony, and I'll save you.
This is actually going better than I expected. I thought you were dead and buried in that flower bed.
Wait, hold on, wait. Do we need to be Are we in Edinburgh? Do we need to be Scottish?
Oh, no.
Yeah, sorry.
Tony, I'll save you. I'll save you, Tony.
No.
Don't sit on the toilet, Tony. Just hold on. Just hold on, and I'll come back and I'll get you later, Tony.
Are you imitating someone right
beautiful.
now? Is that a quote?
No, what do you think? There's a
I don't
quote.
know.
What have you watched where someone says, "I'll come back and save you later, Tony"?
It could be a Lemmy video.
It could be. Tony, don't do it. I'll save you. There's a squirrel has a phone, Tony. Have you been dragged in there, Tony? Are you alive? Are you alive? I found your glasses, Tony. There you go. Is that better?
Perfect.
All right, good.
You do have a quick look around the building, and there's no other way in and nothing to see. You can now either go to the house or to the forest base.
We found a shed, and the shed was locked.
With this 3x3 number pad.
And then we found all the terrible glasses, drag marks, and we think that Tony's been dragged into the toilet block, which is also locked. You said with a normal number code. Do you mean is it like a 4-digit code? Okay.
I said normal because on there it's like a 1 to 9 numbers, and then it's the CYX.
Oh, okay,
put in
cool.
a code, but this, 1 to 9.
Is that the same as the one that's on the shed?
Okay.
That was also 1 to 9, wasn't it?
Well,
Or no?
I don't
They were
think
just
we
black
said-
buttons.
We just said 3x3.
Oh, just 3x3. I immediately turned them into numbers, but it's just black
I
buttons.
wrote nothing.
All right, and then we can go back to the forest, up to the house.
I feel like there is more likely to have something helpful, right?
Let's do that.
House.
Let's go to the house.
Mm-hmm. You walk past that squirrel again. It's still holding on to that phone for dear life. As you approach the house, you see a large window to your left and the front door to the right. Which one would you look at first?
Let's have a look. Let's see if the door, let's see if it opens or not.
You try the door, but to no one's surprise, it is locked too. But as you look closer, you can see some odd scratches underneath the lock. They look new. And now, if you'd like to look at picture that is labeled front door, please.
All right, for people at home, you can see this door in the show notes. But,
Oh.
I love it. Okay.
Great.
So we've got a picture of a door. The handle is up the top. There's a little keyhole, and the keyhole has scratches around it as well. But underneath, there are basically carved marks into the...
Yeah, they look like the sort of things that are maybe like they were uppercase letters, except we don't have all of them.
Yeah,
That's
it
the
looks
sort of
like
impression
it
I
looks
get.
like if you took this and you added more scratches, you'd fill out could that be HILE at the end, while
In theory,
or something
it could
like that?
be, but
yeah, it kind of looks like the remnants of letters that aren't fully filled in.
okay, that's good to know. I don't think we can do anything with that right now, but we've got it and we'll keep it. All right. Well, outraged at how unhelpful the door is, I guess we should look in that window.
So you cup your hands around the eyes to see if anyone is in the living room on the other side. It is really dark, but suddenly the lights flick on. And what you see sends shivers down your spine. On the wall opposite the window, in what you can only hope is paint, big red letters are spelling out a chilling message. You are next.
Oh my.
But before you can read the rest, the light turns off again. You're not sure you want to go in there anymore.
No,
You're right. That is terrifying.
yeah, we're next.
We don't know what's talking to us.
I'm gonna
Right?
I'm going to lock you in the toilet next.
You're next.
You're next. I'm gonna take your glasses and give them to a squirrel next.
I'm worried that if I try to do Scottish, it's going to go Shrek, and it's not going to be
You're next, donkey.
that freaky at all. Or extra freaky, who can say?
Okay, we are
That's okay.
Well,
I work there and I'm not Scottish, though. You can do a Swedish accent instead.
Yeah, that'll go much better.
all right, let's go down to the forest.
I guess we have no choice.
You walk down to the forest base and start looking around. The only thing that stands out is the big yew in the back. Oh, that's weird. Something is dangling in the tree. Hang on. Someone has made little creepy dolls made of twigs and colourful wool. There seem to be 5 figures hanging at different heights from the branches, swaying lightly in the breeze. Nope, you're not doing this today. You back away slowly from the tree. So instead, you're going to check out the logs where you normally sit for gather. But on the ground, you see some sticks. Not unusual in the forest, but these sticks seem to be arranged in a neat pattern.
Brilliant.
Can you please look at the images called sticks?
I'm glad we don't have to worry about the tree figures just yet. Billy hasn't seen Blair Witch Project, but I have.
All right, so these sticks are also reminiscent of the ends of, or like of parts of letters. Danny, will they match up to the letters on the door?
Well, I don't know because the ones we had on the door were in 1 row and these are in 2 rows, so it might take a bit of work.
Okay, hold on.
But it's not impossible. Can we place them on our computer side by side so I can try to do it carefully?
Okay, I'm gonna try and do that. I'm gonna get the sticks over here. So if we combine these, like going left to right here compared to, no, they don't fully, do they?
I think they do.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Because that looks like makes the first one just like a
T.
T.
Yeah.
But how does the next one go?
You've got to look at that small diagonal line as connecting the branches
You're right,
of
it
that
becomes
one.
an R.
That's an R.
Okay. So yeah, so we're mixing the symbols in order that were the sticks as labeled with these scratch things on the door. So the first scratch is just a horizontal line at the top. Adding a big vertical line makes it a T. The thing that I thought was going to turn into a K, we add a couple lines to it, a diagonal line and another diagonal line underneath becomes an R. The next one is, how does that work? A big E, do we think? That's on the left of the, because like the third symbol on the door is just a
third
top
one,
line.
definitely an E.
So that's an E. The next one is also an E.
Ooh,
Do we
okay.
think?
I'll show you what I've written.
So it says tree shelf.
I'm seeing tree shelf.
Tree shelf. Okay. Does this tree have a shelf?
Of course, your tree shelf. How could you forget to check your special tree shelf?
Why do I have a tree shelf? I'm not a squirrel.
It's a kindergarten.
So you go over and feel around the tree and your hand touches something hard. It's a little box. You shake it gently and you can hear something rattling around in there. The box is locked with a keypad, but instead of numbers or letters, there's 5 colored buttons. Green, pink, blue, red, and yellow.
Okay.
5 things. Or I remember about seeing 5 so far as we had those 5
dolls.
terrifying dolls.
Yeah, can we face our fears and look at the dolls and see if they're wearing dresses of relevant
I hate it,
colors?
but
You guess you have to go back to the creepy dolls after all. So remember, each doll is bound with its own colored piece of wool. And this is how they're hanging. Blue is next to green. Yellow is next to red, but it's not the longest. Pink has 2 on each side. Green is neither the longest nor the shortest. And red is not the shortest, but it is next to pink.
When we talk about them being short or long, are they like from left to right in order of shortest to longest? Do they get longer as they go?
Sure.
Okay. All right, Danny. Pink's in the middle. That's
Yeah,
my
it's
starting
got
point.
2 on
it
each
has 2 on
side.
each side. There are 5 of them. I can do that maths. Pink's in the middle.
lovely. Red is next to pink.
So it's either the second or the fourth.
Yep. Yellow is next to red, but isn't the longest.
Which means it must be the shortest. Because if red has to be
Exactly.
next to pink, then either it goes pink, red, yellow, or yellow, red, pink if they're all next to each other. So it's got to go
Love it.
yellow, red, pink.
Love it, love it, love it. And green was neither the longest nor the shortest.
Which means green can't be the final one, the
Second
longest. It's got to be
longest.
the second longest.
And-
So green. I love we're doing a puzzle that is just to tell us what we see. I can see it.
And a little spider.
I can just look at him.
No, sorry, you can't. Doesn't work like that.
And then blue is the biggest.
We're colorblind. One of our co-workers comes along but doesn't like us that much.
We call the squirrel, and the squirrel says, "All right, here's what you need to know. I can see some dolls. I'll tell you all about them.
Sorry, that's not the right voice. Here's what you need
Here's
to
what
know.
you need to know. I can't see any dolls here. I'm a little
shouldn't have done
squirrel."
All right, that feels like that's sorted. So
Let's open our
we grab
tree shop
that box.
by
We
pressing.
get far away from the dolls again. I don't want to keep looking at them. And we press buttons in the order of yellow, red, pink, green, blue.
Okay, you press the buttons in that order and the lid pops open.
Hey, hey.
Inside is a silver key and attached to it a little keyring trinket. It looks like a small square-based pyramid. At least you got a key now.
Yeah, but it seems like it would be the key to the creepy room. But I guess we don't have much choice.
Yeah, you can have the key to the death house.
All right.
I guess we go back to death house.
All right, we go to the death house.
Okay, back at the house, you try the key and it fits. You are feeling brave, and as your colleagues are cowering behind you, you take a tentative step inside. Hello? Anyone here? You can't hear anything except your own quick breath. Now you can either go into the kitchen to your right or your living room to your left.
Danny, I have a terrible suspicion that we haven't even started the escape room part yet. Let's go to the kitchen. We're gonna make quick decisions, and I say, let's go to
All
the
right,
kitchen.
kitchen. We're avoiding the creepy paint.
You enter the kitchen and immediately see something strange have been going on. The table and chair have vanished. There is something on the floor that you take a closer look at. There seem to be bits of mud and bark strewn about, and some waxy marks. There's a small bowl in the middle with something that appears to be ash in it. There's also an hourglass with sand slowly trickling to the bottom in it, and an old book. You pick up the book, and when you start to read it, you can hardly believe your eyes. If you want to set him free, then place 5 pieces of a tree. On every point you light the flame, then chant 3 times his hallowed name. And as you burn the cloth from man of old, when the last grain falls, he will be summoned, as he's told.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
a goddamn
I don't like-
demon! You're definitely not getting paid enough for this. As you're getting more and more panicked, you spot something scribbled on the back of the page. In the unlikely event of accidental demon summoning, here is the reversal. Same setup, but light in a clockwise direction. Then you burn some cloth from someone young, and when the time is up, you chant his name backwards 3 times. Well, that is a relief. All you need to do now is, well, what?
Okay, hold on.
Got a couple of things.
So-
What were the other bits of demon setup
Yeah,
that we needed?
the original demon setup, it was 5 pieces from a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Was there something about candles, or have we just been watching too much Charmed?
On every point, you light a flame.
Thank you.
But to reverse it, we're going to have to light them clockwise.
Yeah.
And then, what was the next part of the original?
And then chant it 3 times his hallowed name.
Which
But
we
we're going to
now
do
need
it backwards.
And as you burn the cloth from man of old, and the last grain falls, he will be summoned.
Lost Green Falls. Interesting. All right.
So we have to burn a tiny child's clothing.
I mean, kids leave clothes everywhere. I don't think that'll be a problem.
All right.
But we got to find a demon name.
Yeah, we have to find a demon name.
Pieces of tree do not sound. That does not sound like that will be hard.
That'll be
That feels
chill.
like the easy part. But we'll see. How's this hourglass going?
I gave the options to my friends that if they want to have a real timer, they can leave it, or you can put it on its side. to
Let's put it
pause
on its side.
Yeah.
Let's just relax for a second here. We'll turn it
Yeah.
down. We'll turn it over. All right. Is there anything else in this kitchen outside of this, like the stuff that they've
The place where someone has
Place-
clearly summoned a demon.
all the marks of the previous summoning? Is there other stuff to look for in this kitchen?
You look around the rest of the kitchen, and it looks pretty normal. You entered through the door on the south wall. And next to the door is the fridge. Then the kitchen counter is an L shape continuing along the east wall. There's a cooker next to the fridge set into the counter.
Good.
On the east wall is the sink and a kettle and someone's forgotten lunchbox. And there's a window above the sink. There is a large notice board on the north wall with various important papers and plans. There is a door on the west wall that leads into the kind of maintenance cupboard with, stuff like mops and buckets and stuff like that. And you happen to look up and you spot a piece of paper on the ceiling. And as luck has it, there's nothing to stand on to reach it. How inconvenient.
They moved the tables and chairs out of here.
Ugh, they did. All right. Do you want to start looking around in here, or do you think it's worth popping our head back into that lounge room?
And get the full spectrum of the
Exactly.
space. Let's do it, because I don't know. Obviously, we have goals, but we can maybe do them all at once.
Yeah. All right. Quick peek.
Yeah, let's head back to the lounge room.
Peek.
So as you enter, the door is on the east wall, together with some photos of the children and some pictures they have drawn. On the south wall is that big window you look through, and along the west wall is a fireplace and a bookcase. Along the north wall is a sofa, and of course, that new artwork that nobody asked for. Now, when the light is on, you can read a whole horrifying message. And could you please look at the picture called WM?
All right, for people at home, you can see this bloody message.
There's a lot more.
It's all beautiful big red text, and some of the letters are dripping down the wall in a way that could be a hint. Would you like to read it, Danny?
You are next.
Danny, would you like to read it in your own accent?
I don't know what that is anymore. What have you done to me?
I'm lost in the words.
You are next, or maybe third.
He will see everything, hear everything, be everything.
He is in your nightmares forever, unchained.
He has the power to control you!
From the fiery depths of hell, he will rise.
There's no place to hide. My master will come.
Fantastic.
Well, that is terrifying, you all agree, but you don't have much time to think because suddenly the light is switched off again and you can hear the front door slamming shut. You peer out the window into the darkness and you can see a hooded figure running away. And are they laughing? An evil cackle echoes around the forest. Well.
Oh, sorry.
Perfect. You realize now that it probably wasn't even Sam that texted you last night. It must have been this mysterious person trying to lure you here. Well, that explains all the spelling mistakes in the text, at least.
Spelling mistakes? Well, wait, were there spelling mistakes?
Well, as you were talking about in the text messages, that's
in the text. Are there spelling mistakes in this, though? Lots of, gross blood dripping. Now, I've noticed that a bunch of them have, like lines coming down. That could be for effect or it could be a hint, right? But I don't really see what it would be. Also, a lot of these letters, look at the L's in Will. Are those L's or are they cool little twos?
Oh, it could just be a fancy font, but
it's hard
you're right,
to
it's
say.
very fancy.
But
they're
nothing
very
else.
two-like L's.
The E's are also kind of three-like, but they're all the wrong way around.
I think it's just fancy.
I think it's just fancy.
But these are such specifically chosen words. I'll be surprised if we don't come back to these.
Oh, now, and just a quick check, if we think about, these letters spelling something out, it is E-L-E-E-S, maybe W-D-H-E...
Far be it from me...
And a full... and a dot.
A space.
Just a space.
Far be it from me to interpret demon names, but
yes.
At this stage, I feel like that's not going to be what we're after.
You are next, or maybe third.
Yeah, it's curious, right?
Obviously, everything, hear everything, be everything. He's in your nightmares forever, unchained. He has the power to control you. The third words in every line are next.
I wondered if it was the demon who was writing threatening messages to us, but it's not.
Hey, Danny, though, the third word, you are next or maybe third.
Yeah.
Third word of every line is next, see in the fiery place.
Ooh.
I think we should go and see the fiery place, which is back in the kitchen. It's where that bowl of ash is.
Oh, you think that? What?
No, it's the fireplace. We should go to the fireplace.
There was a cooker in the kitchen as well.
Yeah, there's a stove.
It could have been gas.
That's the fieriest place in the house.
All right. I guess we should.
Those dolls are pretty fire.
There was sick.
Let's check out the fireplace.
I guess we should check out the fireplace. It's not on, is it?
No, it's unlit. So you examine the fireplace and you run your hands all along the inside of it, and you do feel something. There's a small hole that feels like a kind of a squarish, but kind of tapers out to a shallow point.
Does our keyring fit in there? That's the square pyramid.
You used the pyramid key from earlier, and it fits perfectly. You hear a little click, and a compartment opens up. You feel around, and you find a small piece of paper, and it reads E Q M D O T R A D N U S E B A F F K I Q F.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
This is the demon. His name is Radnus.
Don't say it forward.
Okay, so, all right, I've written this down. Let's check that we're on the same page here.
Okay.
E Q M for Mary, D for Dennis,
O for honest.
O T.
T for Thomas.
Okay, R like Roger, A D
Alpha.
again for Delta.
N for nephritis.
You're not helping. N U S E B for Bill. A F F K.
For fever. K
No.
for knees.
K for knees. I Q and F.
That's what I got.
Ekmadot Radnus Bafkik.
How many times are you going to say it before it comes?
Well, I'm so sorry. Does this feel like could be like a rotational
It
cipher?
definitely feels ciphery. I don't know if it's the sort that I would be inclined to.
I think we'll get a
try to
hint.
solve
I don't think it's just
immediately.
like start rotating
I think
fools.
it could happen, but I think that it would be something to leave for
But
later.
tell what I'm going to do. Tell what I'm going to do in preparation.
Mm.
I'm at the bottom of my page. I'm going to write the alphabet out so that once we decide to rotate it, I could write a rotated alphabet underneath.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm just going to do it just for fun.
That's a good idea.
I'm just going to put A, B, C, D, etc., etc.
I spent so much of my page drawing trees and dolls. I'm definitely going to need to turn over my page at some point.
So we have a code from the fireplace.
Yep,
Let's keep looking around, I think.
I guess so.
What would you like to look at next?
I would like to either sit on or dig through the couch, whichever feels more appropriate for the moment.
The sofa is just a slightly sagging old sofa, but you can't see anything noteworthy.
How did you describe it as a hexagonal sofa?
Slightly sagging.
Okay. I heard it's a slight hexagonal sofa, and I thought, are we not going to comment on this hexagonal sofa? That's a weird design.
Nothing noteworthy about hexagonal sofa.
You know what? That was lazy of me to go to the couch. What I really should have done is gone to the children's artwork to see if any of them have been like creepified in a demonic
God,
way.
they're going to be so creepy. Let's have
Can
a
we
look at these
the
pictures
kids' pictures and artwork?
Do you want to look at the pictures or the photos or the artworks, did you say?
Photos first. They'll be scarier
yeah.
if they've been messed with.
Yeah, if they've been separated, we'll have a look at the photos.
I feel like I've missed a trick here because the photos of the children are in a 3x3 grid. And they all have one child in them each. And they're all doing something different. They don't look creepy, sorry.
That's okay. I appreciate it.
The first one has a winter hat. And they have a muddy face.
Winter hat, muddy face.
2, short hair climbing a tree.
Short hair, tree climb.
Curly hair reading a book.
Curly hair,
Book.
book.
4th one has a big smile swinging in a hammock.
Smile, you're on hammock.
The 5th one is a fluffy hat jumping in a puddle.
Fluffy hatted puddle jumper.
Number 6 is knitted gloves holding a stick.
Knitted gloves with stick.
Number 7
Alright.
is blonde hair eating a snack.
Blonde hair. Snack. It's Augustus Gloop.
Lovely.
The 8th one has got pigtails and they're using a saw.
Ah.
And number 9 has a cool headband painting a picture. And that cool headband can look however you want.
All right, so clearly we've got a 3x3 grid. We've seen a 3x3 grid. I have no idea how to turn these into an order of button pressing.
Do you think these will line up? Like, because obviously you're right. It's going to line up to the locked shed, right?
Surely.
Because it's a 3x3 grid.
Sure.
So we get like an order of children, and we get therefore we get a
there's
code
got
for
to
the
be
shed.
a better order of
But we
children.
don't have an order of
somewhere.
children.
I don't think I could get it just from this.
Why don't we have a look at the pictures?
Hopefully it helps.
Or like the things, the pictures the kids
artwork.
made, the artwork of the kids. Sorry.
Okay, there are 8 pictures on the wall. The children have been really creative and drawn different animals in unusual colors. There is a violet bat, a pink spider, an orange whale, a blue eagle, a turquoise leopard, then is a red zebra, a yellow horse, and the last one is a green elephant.
Now, as soon as I see violet, I'm inclined to think, oh, we're going to be out like rainbowing these things. But then we got pink and
Pink and
blue and
turquoise, yeah.
turquoise. This is intriguing. Again, I don't see anything immediate with that. So maybe there's more to it. Maybe there's more to see.
Yeah, I think this is to be left until we find a nice hint.
Cool.
Is my thought. Shall we keep looking around this room?
Yeah, what's left for us
There's
to
the
see in here?
bookshelf. So why don't we have a look at the bookshelf?
It's just a big collection of children's stories and reference books. Too many to name.
Aha, the
Makes
classic
sense.
too many to name trick.
I learned that from someone I know.
Crazy.
Oh, Danny, I am not thinking even slightly about the fact that there are 6 fun references in this room. I've completely forgotten. Okay. We could look out the window.
Yeah, we
But I
already
don't
did that
think
and
there's
saw a
anything
figure running
interesting.
away, but you never know.
Is
Could
it-
be worth another look.
Or
Is
at
anything-
the window. Let's look at the
At
window.
the window. Why not? See if anything's
No,
changed.
There's nothing interesting with that window.
Beautiful.
And other than, we were talking about pictures and kids and things, is there anything else on the back of the door that we came in?
No,
Is that also
There's-
true for the kitchen? Is there anything on the back of the kitchen door?
there's nothing on the
Alright,
door.
love it.
The actual front door, the one that slammed shut when we came in, that one, I assume it's just stuck. It ain't opening.
The one you came in from.
Yeah,
Hmm.
No, that's open. You can leave anytime.
Oh, it is?
Oh, when the guy ran away, I thought he'd locked us in.
So did I. I thought
that's why he was laughing so
You
hysterically.
still got the key.
Gotcha.
Oh, sweet. Well, great.
Yeah, I thought the slamming was it slamming shut, not...
Just slamming
yeah.
closed.
Okay.
Well, we still haven't looked around the kitchen,
No,
technically.
we gotta
So
do
we got
that.
heaps to do. Let's keep moving on.
Absolutely.
So that we don't take 2.5 hours. Let's go to the kitchen.
Yep.
Let's have a look in the fridge.
On the fridge is a bunch of fridge magnets that you brought into work to try and introduce some more literacy to the children. And when you open the fridge, you can see a few different items of food on the shelves.
Would you like, Danny, to look at the fridge food or the fridge door?
Food.
All right, food it is. Ooh, okay. We can see, and you can at home as well if you click on the link, a bunch of food.
They're so fancy, and some of them are so nice, and some of them are so terrifying.
We've got 2 shelves of food. Danny, would you like to go through the top shelf, then I'll go through the bottom shelf?
Sure. Okay. So the first thing, we can see the label of it. There is some sort of red food stuff, and it says, "Try our new and improved impasta sauce." Brackets. Or is it?
Who knows?
Then next to it is what looks like a yogurt container, and it says, "Yogurt, keep dreaming." And there are pictures of strawberries on it.
Yep.
And then, hold on, I gotta lean forward for the last one. It's a little smaller. Oh, it's a tomato in a bag. And it says, "You say tomato. I say, please, I'm just trying to buy this tomato."
It is a tomato in a bag. I love it. And then at the bottom, we've got 4 things. The first is a big trapezoidal yellow container labeled "You Better Believe It." Next is it looks like it's like a little meat container that's called real veal, but the real is in inverted
Yep,
commas.
we're getting to the scary.
Then we have a bag, just like a
You think that's a bag? I
zip
thought it was a
bag.
jar.
Oh, you're right. I thought it was one of those like sandwich bags just filled with salsa, but a jar makes more sense. It's a jar of salsa labeled Nacho Ordinary Salsa with
Which
2
is
exclamation marks.
Either a great pun, nacho ordinary salsa, or it's really suspicious.
Mm.
Nacho ordinary salsa.
Just salsa in a bag. It's just a sandwich bag full of ordinary salsa. And lastly, a big old sausage, and it says "Nice to meet you," but it's spelled MEAT, which is a weird way to spell you.
Again, I love these.
But what do we do with them?
I don't know what to do with them yet.
Sauce. Let's just keep moving. Let's never linger. That's my new goal.
All right, we
Never
see
linger.
everything and then we worry.
We see then linger
Okay.
later. But now we never linger.
Great.
Let's have a look at these.
We can look at the fridge magnets.
Okay. Lots of letters. Colourful letters. You know what fridge magnet letters look like? These are them. There's an assortment. C's, T's, G's, K's, N's, L's, and D's all floating around in different colours. But
There are 4 words that have been distinctly put together.
there are 4
One of them
words.
could not be more Australian if it tried.
The words are use,
P,
for,
B,
and that is FOUR,
and PEA,
and YOUSE.
and BEE.
Use P4B. They're also in colours.
That's true.
Could you describe these colours as turquoise,
Yeah, I probably
violet?
wouldn't.
No, wouldn't. I don't think so.
They're just
Use.
red, blue, yellow, red, greens. Pretty standard stuff. This is one of those ones where I feel like I'm trying to say it out loud to see if it helps.
Yeah, like you,
Spee for B.
Spee for
And then,
B.
Like P and B obviously are letters in themselves.
Yeah, and use could be like a bunch of U's.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what to do with these either.
Once again, no lingering.
No
we
lingering.
come back later.
Stop trying to linger, Danny. Let's have a look at the kettle.
Kettle seems normal, but there's no water in it. But there's nothing special about it.
Is the sink just a functional sink?
You would think so, but there's no water in the tap either.
Oh.
Oh, sink. What about the stove? Like, is it a full oven? Is it a stove
Yeah, the
top, or
cooker
what's the
that we
cooker
had.
situation?
Yeah, it's kind of a cooker top, but you really don't like this cooker. It's just so unnecessarily complicated. And could you please look at picture C?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's
no.
what we're seeing is a lot of dials.
7 dials.
Set to various things with various clock, like digital clock faces underneath.
So, for example, every dial has a setting between 1 and 13. What is this? 1984? And they are set, say, in order. They're like 6, then 3, then 13,
Then
2 and
between 2 and 3.
and a bit, 2.7, 2, 1, and 3.
Interesting.
And underneath, they all have like what looks like a digital clock display.
So the first one's like 506 with zeros if
Yeah,
there's
05:06.
Then
sort of thing.
345, 102, 605, 1234, 102 again, and 102 again.
Now, that's cool to have 2 102s, right? Because that
3
means that,
102s.
yeah, so those 3 102s, the things above them are all set to one set to 13, one is set to 1, one is set to 3.
So what
so
is
that
on the
setting
dial
is
not direct
exactly.
and
It's not
exclusively correlated
it's
to the
not
time
a
on it.
way of like reinterpreting the settings as numbers or anything. Like that's not the connection because
Yeah.
3 different times could have different settings. Have we seen times like this before? Have we seen 7 things before?
There were 7 foods in the food.
There were 7 foods in the food. Oh, there were 7. Okay, cooker. I'm opening you in a new tab.
I'm not necessarily saying that
There are 7 foods in the food, Danny.
I've been counting things.
This is important stuff. Okay. I've got the cookers open on the left. For everybody playing along at home, and you want to know how I have my tabs open? They have like names. Is it again? Are we referencing like the nth word of a?
It could be. We can try that. I do notice that the third one along does indeed have 13 words, so it could make it.
Yes, 13 on it's a very long one. Okay, hold on. So the first one, the top left dial, is set to 6, and it says 0506 under.
Yep. That would be impasta.
Okay, yeah, the 6th letter
Not
is
sure what to do with
impasta.
that so far. But you know what? I'm going with it.
And I don't know what the 0506 would be.
It could be like letters or something. Who knows? Let's do the words first.
Oh, the 5th and 6th letters of impasta.
It could
Let's
be.
do that.
Okay, we'll do all at once.
ST.
All right, I'll try.
So we're interpreting the dial is representing the word in that food title, and then the digits of the clock underneath are representing. Wait, one of them's. No, it should be fine. Let's try it out.
We'll see what happens. If we are just trying. If it fails,
just
it
trying.
fails.
Then the next one, yogurt keep dreaming, The third word is
Three.
dreaming.
Okay. 3,
And
4,
if it's
5.
3, 4, and 5, rather than like the third and the 45th letter, that would be
EAM.
EAM. Steam.
Steam? I'm liking it so
I'm
far.
liking steam because we have
It's
a kettle
currently
and we need
working.
steam, but we can't get water. This is great. I'm loving this. Okay, steam. Next one, the 13th word
I think
of
it's the last word.
you say tomato, I say, hey, get out of here. What are you doing? I'm trying to buy a tomato and you're talking about tomatoes. So you think it's the last word, tomato?
I do. And I think that
And
we
it's
need
the
the
first
and
and second letters, which is TO. Steam 2. I'm
Good.
liking this.
This is going well so far.
Now, you better believe it isn't quite set at 2 or 3.
Interesting.
That's interesting.
Is it just a hint off the 3?
Maybe it's a hint off the 3.
I'll put that for now. But we can question it if we need to.
So it's either EV or RE.
We'll find out. Or it could be both.
Oh, it could. I don't know. Let's find out.
We'll see.
The next one, real veal, is pointing to the second word, which is veal. Oh, no. It's 1234.
Oh, well, 1, 2, 3, 4?
1, 2, 3, 4. Of course. I'm a fool. That's veal. Reveal.
Yeah.
Butter.
I'm liking it so far.
So it is the second one.
Fantastic.
Steam to reveal. Okay, nacho ordinary salsa. We want the first word, which is nacho.
Nacho?
And we want 1 and 2, which is
Nah.
Names. And then the last one. Nice
Third
to
word, meat.
meet you. 102. That's the ME from meat. That.
Steam to reveal name.
Steam to reveal name.
We need
but
steam.
we need steam and we don't have steam.
Breathe really hot breath.
Oh, what a fun puzzle.
Love it.
I love
thank
it.
you.
Okay.
You did that really well.
Well, they don't call us the Lords of Escape for nothing. Or they
At
just
all.
don't. At all. Yeah, they don't call us that. Okay. Steam to reveal meat.
Get
Is that
out
what it
of
was?
here, fridge food. Steam the meat. We get it.
Steam meat to reveal. We need water for a kettle, but we don't have water because the tap don't have no water.
All right. We've got to invest in the plumbing system or get back out to those toilets. They might be fine.
Okay. That's true, actually. Oh, toilet water.
Wait, they were locked. That's the whole problem.
Yeah, that's also true.
What would
Okay,
you like to
so
look at next?
what do we look at next? There's the kitchen cabinets, the counter, the kitchen counter cabinetry in the kitchen cabinetry in the pack, a picture of kitchen cabinetry in my pack. Can we look at the cabinets?
Yeah,
please?
is there anything
or the
interesting
countertop?
about, well,
Do you remember what was on the counter?
a lunchbox?
There was a lunchbox. I open
Okay.
the lunchbox.
This is for sure not your lunchbox. It contains far too many healthy things. It has some plain oat cake, some quinoa and lentil salad, and some
Oh.
dried fruit and nut mix. Really not your style, but each to their own, you guess. And whoever owns this lunch seemed to be really protective of it. There's some kind of steel wire or kind of cable going around it. You can't find a way to open it. Not that you
Huh.
would eat it anyway.
Okay, we need some sort of wire cutters if we want to get to that food. But again, you're right.
Is it a see-through lunchbox so we can see the food inside?
often like they have like a clear plastic
Yeah.
lid and stuff like that.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I get it.
I only got
get it.
see-through lunchboxes in my house.
Fair. But it's locked up with steel. We need some wire cutters,
Yep.
maybe from the closet in the top
Could
left.
be.
Is there anything else to look at? I know there's a piece of paper on the ceiling, but we
which
can
I
hold
assume we
off.
can't get. There was a notice board
And there's a window.
and a window. We should look at the window first. That's
Can we
probably
look
easier.
out the window?
Well, all
or
you can
at
see,
the window?
you can. There's nothing special by the window. All you can see is the kind of forest and the toilets. So nothing special.
We'll have to run a hose from the toilets into the kitchen.
We might.
Yeah,
I guess we should check out this notice board.
what's up with this notice board?
The notice board is just a large notice board with too many papers to examine.
All right, sweet. We'll come back when we have a thing that we want to find.
Okay, we should see. Is this door on the west wall that goes to the supply closet? Is it locked?
It is. This cupboard is usually open, but now there is a letter combination lock on it.
Do we know how many letters we can put in?
At least 20.
Oh
Right.
my god.
All right.
Are we strong enough to haul a couch from the other room into the
Oh,
kitchen?
A hexagonal couch.
No, you're super
That's
weak.
fine.
All right, too weak. What do we have? What do we need?
We have this coded paper that we pulled out of the fireplace. We have pictures of children, 8 of them specifically.
match-
Sorry, pictures by children, 8 of them. Pictures of children, 9 of them, which match the thing that was locking
The
shed.
So the shed lock is probably the kids' photos.
Mhm.
8 animals of different colours. We have a code from the fireplace. We've solved the food and magnets, but that just told us we need steam.
Yeah.
We could get a book at some point.
Mm-hmm.
We can't fill a kettle. We need wire cutters. And now we need just a word that's going to associate with a door for mops and things. And we have the magnets as well on the fridge.
Oh, you're right. We haven't used them.
That's probably our most actionable thing
right.
to do. Use B4B. What does this mean? They're different colours.
Yeah, but they look so normal and unsuspicious.
Yusef speaks 40 bees.
B4PUs.
Before you speak, is there a word that we can make out of some U's, a P, and 4 B's?
Oh, that's interesting.
Pubub. Pubub. Pububub. Pububub? Is it pububub? P-U-B-B-U-B-U-B? Pububub?
I'm trying to see. This is too many letters for me to anagram easily. But
8.
use P for B.
Use P for B.
How did we just say the word use over and over again? But because it was spelled like that, we didn't see that it's the word use.
Okay.
U-S-E. Oh.
But what does that mean?
Like, that'll be a cipher.
That's the cipher. P is B and B is P and you are we and we are all together.
You wrote
See
the
how they
alphabet. You
run?
handle it. Did you only write the alphabet once? You gotta write it
Danny,
twice. Oh, yeah, we didn't.
Danny,
Yeah,
hold
we
on.
didn't know
When
what
do
the
we write
rotation
it twice?
would be.
When we know now, I
Okay.
use P for B.
Okay.
So underneath B, I'm going to put a P.
Well
And
done.
then Q, R, S,
I bet
T,
people will be
U,
screaming.
V, W,
You said it so many
X,
times.
Y,
I know, but that's
Z,
what's so great. That's
A,
why I love that sort of
B,
puzzle.
C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K.
Because somehow it's so obvious, but it works every time.
Oh. Okay, I've written out my alphabet.
Every time.
Oh, it's so good. They're always the best puzzles.
Mm.
All right. You use P. Use P for B.
Right.
It's just use P for B.
I know, it wasn't even needing to like blur the words together. It was there.
It's just a normal code. It's just an innocent code. Okay.
So now we have the one thing where we need to know whether to go forwards or backwards.
Let's go forwards.
Give it a shot. The B and P are 13 letters. No,
Oh, no,
wait,
wait,
they're
it's
14
use
letters
B for P.
You see what I mean.
So a P
apart. No,
that
use
we
P for B.
use P for B. Okay, use P for B. So if we see B, it becomes P. That's how we should do it.
Let's see what it works because this is already coded, so it couldn't be going backwards. You know, it can work either way. They're both valid. But yeah,
All right.
try it when you see
Here's
E.
what we're going to do, Danny.
just
You read out the original letter.
Yes,
I'll
E.
yell you out a new
E.
letter,
E.
and then you write down that
E.
letter. That's a lot of E's. Are you sure there was that many? I don't remember there being one. S,
Okay, Q.
E,
Good start. M.
A,
D.
R,
O. C.
C
Yes. T. H.
is an H. Now, for people playing along at home, what I've done is I've written out the whole alphabet. I've written it out again where P is where in the B spot, and then I've just filled out the alphabet from there, matching them to what the letters would be. So, like, if P is where B is, Q is where C is, R is where D is. It's
And,
a classic rotational cipher.
As for what I'm doing,
they've
I
all been
have
rotation.
realized that P is the second letter of the alphabet. That B is the second letter of the alphabet, and P is the 16th letter of the alphabet. So I'm plussing 14 to all the letters as I go. For some
embarrassing.
letters, that's easier than others.
Can't believe you'd do this.
R, for instance, is the 18th letter of the alphabet. So going forward, that would be 32. So that would be the 6th F, maybe?
I think my system is better. The answer is F, yeah.
O. Sorry, the next letter is A, so
Which
I'm
is
writing an O.
Yes.
Then we've got a D.
Which is an R,
Mhm. N.
which is a B,
U.
which is an I,
S.
which is a G,
E.
S,
B.
P,
A.
O,
F.
T,
F.
T,
K.
Y,
I.
W,
Q,
E,
F.
W. No, it's a T. What does it say, Danny? What does it say?
That's a good.
Some people, when I played it, had some unsavory thoughts about this for some reason. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
'cause
So
it
keep
says-
your jokes to
It
yourself.
says search for big spotty wet.
I don't know why it was so funny.
That's the national dish of Sweden.
Okay.
All right, Danny, where do you find a big spotty wet?
Okay. First, I thought spotty. Let's look at those animal pictures again to see if any of them had spots. There is a leopard.
Oh, yeah.
So I
And elephants are
wondered-
big.
Yeah, wet
And
could
whales
be a whale.
are wet.
I also then considered, oh no, what about the children, the photos of children? One of them had a big smile. One of them was in a puddle.
Oh,
And
get
one of
out
them
here.
had mud on their face.
That's nothing. We're
I
going...
thought the animals seemed like, because there is a spotted animal, more likely, but not impossible. I'm
We're-
not closing that door yet.
We're searching for green, turquoise, orange.
What does that mean?
Just search for green, turquoise, orange. Maybe that's a book. Is there a book about the elephant, the leopard, and the whale?
No, sorry.
Okay. A green elephant, a turquoise leopard, and an orange whale. These are animals that are in order: big, then spotty, then wet.
That's true. My pictures again.
What do we do with
Where
green,
could I
turquoise, and
search
orange?
for
That's.
them?
Do we think? What else? Do we think? Are we locked in enough that those are going to be what big, spotty, and wet are?
What do you mean?
As in, is it worth considering what green, turquoise, orange means, or looking around for other things that would be big, spotty, and wet? Are you happy with those being a big thing, a spotty thing, and a wet thing?
At the moment, yes, I absolutely
okay.
am. Again, I'm not closing my mind.
Close your mind.
All right, if I'm closing my mind, then I'm going for this green elephant, then the turquoise leopard.
Yep, and then an orange whale. Can we put in green, turquoise, orange into the color lock that I've just invented in my head?
The word lock?
The word lock.
That would be
Is
pretty
the
well.
code green, turquoise, orange? Or is it GETLOW? Get low.
Oh. Huh. That
Can
would
we get
explain the
low?
specificity
And look,
of the
and
word
look,
turquoise.
I would say
Yeah.
under the couch.
That's
You
very
get
low.
down onto the floor and start to look around, and at first all you see is lots of dust. But then you spot a note hidden under the sofa.
Well done.
And please
I
look
don't
at your labeled note.
Yes, Danny, you want to say something nice about me?
I was gonna say, I wouldn't have thought to do that for quite some time. And it would have been infuriating to not do that for quite some time.
GETLOW. It's perfect.
I know. And I noticed the idea of, oh, wow, turquoise being in there, that's so specific.
It's so specific.
And I'd forgotten about it.
All right, for people
Ooh,
at home,
this
you
is
can
good.
see this creepy note. But Danny, what would you like to?
This one isn't creepy. This looks
Everything
completely
that's
normal.
written in red is creepy.
Don't forget, Shed got a new lock. There are some potentially coffee stains, potentially fiery pot stains, like because we know that there was some ash and stuff happening. Could have been related to that. Like BS-SH, SH-CT, KG-HS, WH-MF. Okay, so this is the shed. This is the 3x3 grid.
You're right. Oh, so big smile goes to
Short hair.
short hair. Short hair goes to climb tree,
Ah,
but that's also the short hair. And then KG knitted gloves. KG goes to HS. Hammock swing. I don't know.
was it holding a saw? Was that what it was? I didn't write.
Holding a sword.
I didn't write the verbs.
I didn't write them word for word. WH is winter hat, and MF is Mr. Faraday. Your cage is a wonderful invention for keeping my electricity all hidden away. MF, what is MF? Making
Muddy face, muddy face.
muddy face.
Which is also winter hat.
Oh, that's interesting. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, big smile. And is that order relevant? Or is it just that we double press some things?
I don't know.
Like, so big smile. Then the second one we see is short hair, which is top middle. Then the third one is short hair again, right?
I think so.
And then the next one is climbing tree.
Unless it was sitting in hammock.
Oh, it could be.
I don't remember if they were sitting in a hammock
Right.
or lying in a
big smile sitting in a hammock is the first one. And then big smile climbing a tree.
Short hair climbing tree.
Short hair
Sorry,
climbing tree
I
is
getcha.
the second one.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Good catch. Sitting in
Holding
hammock.
stick,
Yeah.
not holding saw.
Knitted gloves, holding stick is the next one. And then working from home. No.
Winter hat,
muddy
muddy
face is the last one, which is the top.
Gotcha.
So it is in order. If we rush back to the shed. And then we press the following 4 buttons. Middle left, top middle right, top left.
You put in the code into the keypad and a little green light lights up and the door clicks open. Once inside, you grab the candles and the matches that you know are there. But you also see all your normal resources stacked against the walls. Today feels so far away from normal. There are the wheelbarrows, the small spades, spare clothes and willies for the children, a few litter pickers, a sawhorse, all the tarps and ropes you use for setting up base.
Okay. I got obsessed with joy and crossing out the notes that I could cross out that I heard none of the things that were in the shed. Let me try and read. We have matches now.
We got matches. That's great. It's a bunch of normal stuff. But yeah, that's probably worth saying some of them again to know which ones to pick on.
All I remember is there's a sawhorse.
There are wheelbarrows, small spades, spare clothes, and willies for the children, a few litter
spare
pickers,
clothes!
a
Spare clothes for
sawhorse,
the
and all
kids!
the
Shut
tarps and
up!
ropes.
Describe nothing more! I don't care about anything. They're all red herrings. I just want children's clothes.
Ugh.
All right.
I take them. I've got kids' clothes.
I hope I hope they're kids' clothes. But okay, cool.
And we have candles, right? Or did I make that up? Yeah,
No,
we do?
no.
Damn.
That's where we keep them.
Oh, we do have candles.
Great.
Yep.
Okay.
This is useful.
While we're here, can I grab 5 pieces of a tree?
We can indeed.
Makes sense. Do you prefer bark or leaves?
I'll take mud and bark. I guess bark.
Fantastic.
What does that mean we need? With those done,
We need this name.
we just need a name.
Yeah.
Okay. Everything else, if there was anything else in that shed of note, I don't care. I hope I don't have to come back. Maybe we do. Wait, you said there was a sawhorse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did that support human weight?
No. I'll break immediately.
I need something to stand on to get this note off the set. Can I grab a big stick while we're out here?
Sorry, every single stick is just too short.
Ah! Can I tie 2 sticks together?
So
Can I
you're trying
hammer
to-
2 sticks
You're
together?
really trying to get this thing off the kitchen roof, right?
Yeah, because it'll
Kitchen
be
ceiling.
like, to access your cupboard full of mops, just say the word cupboard full of mops.
See, there is that.
A classic riddle.
I want to get
Did
to
you
Tony's
hear everything
toilet.
I said in the shed?
No, not at all. What else was there? Sorry. Wheelbarrows.
There are wheelbarrows, a small spade, spare clothes and willies for the children, a few litter pickers, a sawhorse, tarps
Litter
and ropes.
pickers.
What's a litter
Litter
picker?
pickers.
Oh, do you not
Grabbies.
have that?
Grabby grabbers.
Grabbers.
Gribbly grabblers. All right, great.
As
Picker
we call
litter,
them
as the
here.
children say.
Can we use that to grab from the ceiling?
You can.
Gribbly grabbers.
Right. You go back to the house and you use the litter picker to grab the note from the ceiling. It just reads Little Mini Beasts.
Little mini beasts.
Mm-hmm.
We need those animals again?
Little mini beasts.
Or is there a book called that?
The Story of the Little Mini Beasts.
They are, in fact. You walk over and you find the book. And can you please look at picture B? That is the blurb on the back.
Oh, okay. We got a
look
big
at
back
those
of a book.
bugs.
Now that looks like the back of a children's book. That's a classic children's book
does.
back.
These illustrations, I'm not surprised,
ever need
are
to-
impressive.
Illustrate a children's book. You could. Look at this. All right. Little Mini Beasts. Interestingly, written with the colors of the fridge stamps, fridge magnets. I don't think it
Yeah,
matters because
they-
we've used those.
There's a lot more purple. There weren't purple.
Oh, you're
fridge
right.
magnets.
I'm also wrong. Aside from the fact, 2 facts. We've already used those, and I'm wrong. But other than that, it could be.
Ah. calling all bug lovers.
In this book right here is all you need to know about your favorite little creepy crawlers.
Insects and other small animals inhabit every continent except Antarctica, and they are not hard to find once you know where to look. Sometimes you might need to look up in the sky or down below underneath logs and leaves to see them.
Did you know a ladybird can fly up to 24 kilometers an hour?
Or that each honeybee makes about 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey in its lifetime.
And poor
A
bee,
whittle.
what a little bee. And that a slug's mucus helps it escape predators by being so slippery it squeezes out of their mouths.
All right, all there is left to do is get your magnifying glasses out and start to look for our smallest friends.
Oh, you know what we have that aren't magnifying glasses but might act in an according way?
Glasses.
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 How bad is Tony's vision?
It is very bad, but it won't help you here.
Ah, damn.
There is something that I've been a little bit tricky with you.
Okay.
And there's something you've not asked to see.
Can I see the front of the book?
No, not the book, but there's something I've mentioned a couple of times. And you touched on it, but you never actually asked to see it.
Oh no.
Oh, the roof?
Nope.
What, the ceiling?
Yeah.
Oh no.
The can we see the squirrel? Oh no.
I did
what?
I wondered at one point whether we should check our phone again.
Oh, can we see our own phone?
Yes, you can look at your phone.
I did wonder that, but we hadn't gotten stuck yet, so I wasn't thinking about so I wasn't going there. I did wonder.
I feel like
If you'd like to look at the pictures, TM.
for people playing along at home, you can see this text message. It is a Sprint LTE phone. It's 2154. I've got 3 out of 5 circles. The Bluetooth is on, 75% battery. In my messages, it's from an unknown sender, and there are details, but we can't see those details. Let's read the message. Danny?
I'll try to read them. There are indeed a lot of spelling mistakes. I'll try my best to read it without saying the spelling mistakes.
Mistakes?
Whatever. Evening, everyone. I'm sorry for that text.
Hey, Danny.
But
Danny,
at 6 a.m. instead of 8 a.m. tomorrow, due to unforeseen circumstances, I'm going to leave a 8-year-old by the shed at 6 a.m. Sam. Devil face. Asterisk angel face.
I love
That's
devil
hilarious.
face, asterisk angel face. That's a fantastic
Now,
correction.
When you...
Danny, no, stop. I will read the intended message.
Oh, please, go for it. It'll just happen.
Evening, everyone. I'm sorry for the late text, but we need to meet at 6 a.m. instead of 8 a.m. tomorrow. Due to unforeseen circumstances, I'm having to leave early. See you all by the shed at 6 a.m. Sam, Devilface, asterisk, Angelface.
I hope his name is just... The demon's name is just Sam.
Sam, Devilface.
Makes perfect sense.
Now, there's plenty of missing letters from what this message should be. For
Check
example,
them out.
evening is just E-V-E-I-N-G.
You see
Would
why
you
it
like
just sort
to-
of turned into slurring?
Would you like to write these down as you go? So that's
I
an
would
N
love
that's
to.
missing. Everyone's missing an O. I'm is missing the I. That's a pretty key part of the word, Sam. Sorry is fine. For the late text is missing the A in late. But we need to meet, at 6 a.m. Instead, there's a D in
You can
instead.
describe Danny's face. He looks very upset.
Yeah, this is not making much sense for Danny, but we'll find out how it goes. There's a D missing it instead of 8 a.m. tomorrow. That's spelled fine. Due, missing an E. To unforeseen, missing an F. Circumstances, missing an I and an N. I'm, that's missing an I. Having, to, we think, so T,
Yeah,
missing from
definitely.
to. Leave, missing an E.
Yeah.
Early, missing an LY.
Uh-huh.
C, missing an S. You, all, missing an A. By the shed at 6 a.m. It's missing the M. Sam, Devilface, Angelface. Danny, what are you laughing about? Danny's passing me the notes. No, I am definitely Sam.
It feels like it's a direct response for me saying something.
Saying the demon's name is probably Sam. Does that mean the demon is Sam?
I mean, that wasn't very steamy.
Ah, we got to steam it up. Sam, missing the T and the E from steam. It's a message from Sam, missing letters, but the letters spell no, I am definitely Sam.
All right. That's good to know. Is there anything we can do with that actionably, or should we shelve that and go back to the bug book?
No, I am. Is that an incredibly long code for the locker? For the amenities
pantry.
closet?
Look, it's not impossible.
Well done, it is.
Hey!
It is? Oh my god. How many letters is that, Danny? Is it 20?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, only 18.
Okay, well, we got two
Very
to spare.
manageable. Okay, we got this thing open.
You do put it into the keypad and it opens and you see your mops and your buckets they've been looking forward to, but also a toolbox.
Yay.
But, of course, the toolbox has another lock on it.
No.
This one is a directional lock. So in, out, left, right,
Okay.
up and down.
That's so good. Danny, I love that.
What?
I swear this thing said down. You made it look up in the sky or down below underneath logs or leaves to see them. Is there more of that hidden here?
Did you say that in and out were some of the options?
Yep.
Like there's a lot of words in and
okay.
things hidden. Like the word insect has in all over it.
Yeah, but I think we should go
a
for
little
just
note.
the words.
I didn't realize how many words actually have in it. So
Because
up to you if you want to count that or
No,
not.
we'll skip them.
Just
I think it's just. I think it's the words as they appear because we do see the word
Okay.
in, like
Just
in this
straight
book right here. I thought saying in. I was going to comment straight away that saying in this book right here. I was like,
But
that's
that
kind
was
of
too many
awkward
words. You could
wording.
cut some of those.
No, it's kind of. You could say in this book here, but okay. So let's go from the beginning. Little mini beasts. That's nothing. Calling all bug lovers.
Even though there is
outta
an
here.
in mini and
Hey,
in calling
get
if
outta
you try to
here.
go crazy.
It's only when it's.
I appreciate not having to go crazy
Okay.
because those are easy to miss.
In.
In.
Are you going to write these
Yep.
down? This book right
Mhm.
here is all you need to know about your favorite little.
Out.
Oh, do you think it's about?
Again, if we're not counting the ones inside other words,
Oh no! Now it feels like we
can
should
hold. No,
because
we can
of
hold
about.
out for now because I can see at least one out on its own.
All right, let's ignore that out then.
Yeah.
About your favorite little creepy crawlers. Insects and other small animals inhabit every continent except Antarctica, and they are not hard to find once you know where to look. Sometimes you might need to look up in the sky or down below underneath logs and leaves to see them. Did you know a ladybird can fly up to 24 kilometers an hour? Or that each honeybee makes about 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey in its lifetime? And that a slug's mucus, never mind, help it escape predators by being so slippery it squeezes out of their mouths? All right. That is the single word, all right. So
It is the
that
single
doesn't count.
word, all right.
All there is left to do is to get your magnifying glasses out and start to look for our smallest friends. Righty, left, right, left, righty, up, down. Wait, it doesn't say that. It doesn't say that at the end.
Okay. So we can give this a try in the order that I just got them. I did write the letters that started each of them, but I also tried to represent them with arrows, which is fine for up, down, left, right. Less easy for in and out,
Yeah,
but I tried my best.
You made a foolish mistake.
But either way, I have got in, right, up, down, up, in, out, left, out.
Perfect.
Ha ha! We did it.
Good job.
We are the
Now you can open the
kings.
toolbox,
They
which is
call us
all
the
the
Lords of
standard
Escape.
tools.
Snippy, snippy.
Snippy snip. You snip open the lunchbox and get the. What do you get out?
Right.
Oh yeah, what
It
was
was
in there
just
again? I heard
gross food.
quinoa. Was there also? I think I was thrown off because you said it's such a healthy lunchbox. Inside there's a cake, and I went, "Wait, what? That doesn't feel healthy."
But I don't know, like
not a
lentil
cake.
and quinoa.
Oh, oat cakes. Do you not have oat cakes?
Cakes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you said there's some old cake, and I went, "Oh, cake? Is that healthy?" Okay.
There's some oat cakes. There's some quinoa and lentil salad and some fruit and nut mix.
Right. Well, I've got an idea.
Oh, do you? What is it?
Well, I find all of this food despicable.
Okay.
You know who doesn't?
Oh, a little guy in a little
little
tree.
guy.
A little man in a little tree with a big old tail.
like this, I
Yeah. Oh, is that it? That's right. That wasn't
Something
supposed-
like that. Whatever it was, it hurt my
okay.
throat.
Okay, I love this little phone. All right, can we go to the squirrel and give it some fruits and nuts mixed together?
And just place them like all along the tree. Just try to stick them to the tree in a line to catch
Well-
its attention and direct it.
Yeah, perfect.
However you want to.
I throw
Display
him. I
them.
throw him at the squirrel. Get out of here! Nobody wants you.
Well, I suggested to leave a little pile at the bottom of
Thank
the tree,
you.
but you do you.
I-
And you watch the squirrel cautiously make his way down to the tree. He grabs some nuts and leaves the phone on the ground. Hooray! You got his phone back. But you don't know his passcode. Thankfully, there's a little post-it note attached to the cover. It reads, "In case I forget my passcode, because I'm so old, check the kitchen notice board."
Oh,
So you
okay.
make your way back to the kitchen and scan all the different papers and documents pinned up there. Eventually, you find one that looks different. You can't really read it. It's definitely written by Tony, and it is numbers, but he's quite, you can't make out what it says.
Has he written them in his weird, that special way of writing that people with glasses have?
Oh yeah, we do that all the time.
Do we need to put his glasses on to be able to read it?
You put on his glasses, and you can see what the code is. So you're in. It looks like the last thing he did with his phone was record a voice note. You press play. You hear a lot of shuffling and muffled shouting. Then you hear 12 beeps and a door opening and closing, and more scuffling. Then you hear Tony whisper, 1, 3, 7, 5, 0, 2, 2, 0. But it gets cut off, and you hear more shouting. It sounds like his phone getting thrown into the bushes, and the recording stops.
13750-220.
That's 8.
Yep.
That's 8 digits, but we heard 12 little beeps.
Interesting. And where would these 12 beeps be beeping beeps?
Where he's locked. Wait, he's in the toilet.
He is in the toilet.
And those were numbers.
They're numbers on a thingy.
Mm.
Okay, so
And if we can get to the toilet, we can get water. Yeah, it feels like we're getting there.
I'm wondering, does the geometry of the buttons matter at all? Like, it's not just 13750-220. We also know that they are like on a pad,
Yeah.
which is presumably in the top left a 1, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then a 0 at the bottom. So like in a 3.
Sure.
So I wondered if like 1, then 3, then 7. Maybe it's not. Is it a sequence of numbers?
I'll write them down as well.
1375. We're missing 4 numbers.
Yep.
13750-220. Does it spell boobs on a calculator? It's Fibonacci, but wrong. It's bad Fibonacci. Fibonacci, but someone got it real wrong.
And bear in mind, I am not good at math.
Got it.
137502 20.
Oh, is
Is
it
it
just going to
just
keep going
pause?
backwards?
Oh, is
Like-
it a palindrome?
205731?
Well done.
Ah.
Was there anything that was hinting a palindrome at us?
No.
Is Tony's name Tony Inot? All right. Can we run to the
You
toilet?
rush into the toilet.
And we put 13750-2205731.
It works. And you see Tony bounding out on that gross floor. You untie him and get him out of there, and to safety, he's fine. He's all right.
Yeah.
Damn. Hate Tony.
Tony,
Okay, he's very traumatized.
something
Good.
very important to ask you. Are
So,
the
what do you
toilets
need?
working?
Yeah, even the sink is working in this toilet.
Yes.
All right. We lock him back in, and we go over to the kitchen. We grab the kettle. We come back down. We unlock him. We fill the kettle, and then we let him go.
And then we return to the kitchen and boil.
And then we
boil.
We boil this kettle so steam can reveal meat.
Okay. So you use the kettle to steam up the window in the kitchen. And can you please look at the last picture, which is labeled N?
All
And
right.
for end.
For name. All right. People can
it's
see this at
Sam-
home, but we see written in finger markings on this window TZEBEHT, like the word Zebbit. And then ZIASIAC. And then a dot at the end.
Okay,
Danny,
so
have
what
you
do
already
you
done
do
this
now?
backwards?
All right, I feel like we're all ready. We should start our ritual.
Okay, what does this say backwards? I can't really...
We'll get to that.
Okay, we'll get to it. All right. We grab our 5 pieces of tree.
We place them. Had to be did it say pentagrammically, or are we
need
just
to
assuming?
put a flame
I
at
can't
every
remember.
point, so it's got to be
It had
pentagrammatical.
points, surely.
We make a pentagram out of 5 pieces of tree. We put a flame, a candle at every point. We light them clockwise. We take the cloth of a young man and we put it in a bowl and burn it. And then we say backwards 3 times.
Chant it, please.
Oh, okay, Danny.
You ready? We start from the second word and going backwards.
Yeah.
Okay. Go. Say what you see. Kajsa
Kajsa
is
the best.
Kajsa is the best. Kajsa is the
best. Ah, thank you. That's my favorite bit. Just as the last word is said, the room plunges into darkness and a rumbling sound is heard. And out of nowhere, a bright explosion appears. You struggle to see what's going on for all the smoke, but suddenly a big, terrifying face looms in front of you.
Hello.
The demon, or I guess you can call him his real name now.
Sam.
Elizabeth? Looms in front of you. He continues, "Oops, seemed that you summoned me by mistake. Never mind, it happens. Where are we going? Bye-bye." And
See
poof,
ya.
he is gone, and the room returns to normal.
Awesome.
Well done. You did stop the demon, and now all you need to worry about is, that Raj that summoned him in the first place. But for now, you think you will just go home.
That's for the sequel.
Wonderful.
Well done.
Thanks for listening to Escape This Podcast. Stay tuned for next week's episode where we discuss the escape room we just did with the guest we just had. This podcast is kept afloat by crowdfunding, so if you enjoy the show, why not support it on Patreon? There's weekly bonus audio for our $5 donors, monthly videos for our $10 donors, monthly trivia for our $20 donors, and anyone at any level can appear as an NPC in one of the rooms that Danny designs. And thanks again for listening.